You are picking up on a lot of jealousy that's around you. Some of you have been feeling unsettled anywhere between a few days up to a couple of weeks. And there's a lot of envy surrounding you. People admire you, but they also envy you at the same time. They envy your beauty, your radiance. I also feel like people have divided when it comes to you. Like you have certain people that support you and others that have basically drawn a line in the sand, and you're picking up on all of this energy. This may be happening either at work, between group settings, even family. And so some of you have started to become very defensive and you're not really sure where that energy is coming from. It's because you can pick up on frequencies, you can pick up on the underlying tension, on what's not being said. I feel like your faith is really being tested right now, and you're asked to lean more on your faith because the cycle is closing out and it is going to cause a bit of disruption. I feel like some of you are going to have a major life change that's getting ready to happen. This is as big as like going from being homeless or dealing with such adversity and having to be resilient into buying a new home. It does not have to be specifically that topic. It could be going from being unemployed to getting a really good salary job that takes care of you and everything that you need. This could be anywhere between like having health issues and then suddenly being cured. So you're going through a drastic change right now. And in order for that to happen, it is going to cause shakeups, major endings. So you may be going through a tower. The tower sometimes can be like sudden, destructive, unexpected things that are happening. But in this case, it's more so spiritually. So you may feel disruption, but your day-to-day life looks the same. So you're like, what is going on? Like, why am I feeling this way? Why am I defensive towards everybody? Some of you guys are timeline jumpers. You're going through ascension phases. And in order to go through this ascension, you almost need to be alone by yourself because everyone else's frequencies is much lower than yours and it brings you down. So as a timeline jumper, as a quantum jumper that you are, it takes you being alone for at least a couple of days up to a week. And then once you come out of isolation, everything is completely different. So right now it's like have faith and be open to receiving because things are moving much quicker than you anticipated. This is going to be sudden, swift movement. And at times, this drastic type of changes does require like endings. So this is like abrupt endings that you don't see coming. It may bring grief, it may bring sadness, but sometimes you have to grieve your old life in order for the new one to emerge. So if you feel like people are being pushed away from you, like so quickly, unwarranted, with nothing happening, if you feel like people are quick to leave, or if you feel like pushing away individuals and you're not exactly sure why, you just need to pay attention to how your body's feeling and follow that because your body's not going to lie to you. That is like your first line of defense. And it's like your body knows that you're trying to elevate or something good is coming in for you. But in order to do that, it has to force you to be alone. So if you guys have been separating yourselves from people, this is why. If you're in a hermit stage, this is why you're going through an ascension phase. Some of you have been paying attention to the Schumann resonance and seeing how the earth is currently shifting. And this shift is going to bring you something good. It will bring you something good. It will bring you elevation. It will bring you finances, resources, love, even. So let people gossip about you because that gossip, you're transmuting all of that energy. People don't know it, but they're actually feeding you energy to get you what it is that you desire. That's why you should let people say what they want because you're going to take their energy anyways. Whether you want to or not, it's just the mechanisms that your body has built. It's like anytime someone speaks ill about you, sends you negativity or any energy, whether it's positive or negative, you use it as a means to get what it is that you desire. You're somebody who I feel like is very much so knowledgeable, and you're also tied into the occult. Some of you, your family is deep in the occult, whether you know it or not. You may be the product of magic or occult work. And this is why you're far different from a lot of people around you. Some of you are the combination of a human parent and one that had possession of a demon, which means it gives you both abilities. You have the abilities of an angel and a demon. And here's the thing, you decided to be on the right path. These are white candles that are lit here. You get to choose who you're going to be. So sometimes People, like, they think you're going to be a certain way because they've conditioned you to be a certain way, but you do things in the way that God guides you to do. And this is why it says it's important for you to remain in your faith, especially now, because you are going to be dealing with psychic attacks, spiritual warfare, like things trying to get you on the dark side, things trying to get you to suppress yourself, to numb, escape, drown, blur, avoid. And this gossip, I feel like it's all a part of the grand design. This is all the energy that's needed to get you what it is that you desire. Of course, it doesn't feel good at times, but just know with this card here in reverse, stuck in a difficult situation with no way to get out of it, that was in reverse. God's not going to do that to you. Your ancestors are not going to do that to you. They will not put you in difficult situations where you feel cornered and having no way out. Sometimes a way out is you isolating yourself, away from toxicity, away from chaos, away from people feeding you. Some people want you to be blurred. They want to, if you have any like addictions, they want to make it worse for you. Why? Because they can feel your elevation rate. They can feel that something big is coming. Everyone can feel something big is coming for you. And that's what's triggering the jealousy and the gossip. They may not know that in their minds consciously, but subconsciously, they can tell, okay, the viewer is about to level up. They're about to receive something. They're about to open up a portal. They're about to have something come out of this black hole. And whatever this is, I may not have access to it. So just know, like I said, in situations where you're going through difficult things, it's okay to take a time out. It's okay to just retreat. It's okay to take a day out, a couple of days to yourself. You owe nobody presence, time, effort, but yourself. But just know, whatever adversity you've been dealing with, your resilience is going to pay off because your life is about to dramatically change overnight. Like I said, this is like going from being homeless to having property, having real estate, having an actual home. So sometimes, like me, I welcome the jealousy. I welcome gossiping because I know for a fact I'm going to use all of that, make money out of it, get what it is that I want. So sometimes it's just a perspective change. Everyone has their part to play in the grand design and the simulation. And I just think the more you become familiar with what's transpiring, the easier it is to get out of the energy of like depression, anxiety, sleepless nights, overthinking, not knowing whether to go left or right, being defensive. Your defensiveness is a gift. If your body is defensive towards certain people, your body knows what your mind is having a hard time catching up to. So pay attention to your body at all times. That is your best friend. That's your best guide. That's your gut. Feelings, it's everything combined in one. So if things are falling apart, let them. Let them. They may actually come back in a better way with a better foundation. If things are falling apart, let them. Keep faith. And know that these cycles closing out are actually opening up portals to new ones so that you can receive what it is that you actually need and what you've actually been asking for.